What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and today I'm going to be building a competitive Toxtricity team for Pokemon Sword and Shield OU. Then I'll be hopping on the Pokemon Showdown ladder to test it out, make improvements, and you can find the final version of it down below in the description if you want to try it out yourself. I have a modest choice specs Toxtricity with the Punk Rock, which for those of you who don't know what that does, it boosts the power of your sound moves by 1.5, so Boomburst and Overdrive both get that sweet power boost. The modest calcs actually make a big difference against Ferrothorn, so I would definitely stick with that. Timid doesn't really help out with much anyway. I think one of the best offensive pairings for Toxtricity in the tier is Galarian Darmanitan, and the reason for that is one of the best responses to Galarian Darmanitan is Rotom Wash, and you're able to just U-turn out and get Toxtricity free switch-ins every single time, which is really great. Similarly, Toxtricity's best switch-in is Ferrothorn, and what you can do is a Volt Switch out and bring in Galarian Darmanitan to click Flare Blitz and pressure that Pokemon, so this really works well together. Obviously, they both share some weaknesses. Both of them are pretty ground weak, even though Darmanitan's not weak to it. Ground is still definitely a problem right now. And then I guess fighting would be the one thing, but Toxtricity can somewhat sponge that. Not really though, because a lot of fighting types are in secondary coverage. Let's go ahead and run U-turn on here, Icicle Crash. Like for example, Conkeldurr likes to run Earthquake now. Icicle Crash, and then for last move, Flare Blitz, U-turn, Icicle Crash, and Earthquake, just to hit Toxapex mainly. And then yeah, let's make this a Choice Scarf Pokemon right now. So I love the offensive synergy bit. We need some defensive Pokemon on this team. Particularly, we need Hazard Control, because when I'm relying on Volt Turn, I can't just be taking Stealth Rocks every time I switch in. So I want a Defog or a Rapid Spinner on this team. Let's go ahead and run a Jolly Nature on you and put the 4 into Spidef. So great offensive pairing from here. I want some sort of defensive core that can provide me Defog and my own hazards. So what can I do for that? A Ferrothorn of my own doesn't sound like a bad idea to respond to opposing Toxtricity, as well as just Gyarados, which is such a problem in the metagame right now, Dynamax Gyarados. So Fizzduff Ferrothorn is an option. What would be my defogger though? I did mention I want a ground immunity. I don't want to go with Rotom Wash because Excadrill gets Mold Breaker, and I have a feeling I'm going to be seeing a lot of that today, so let's opt away from Rotom Wash for now. Defogger, ground immunity, or hazard setter. Who can do that? I could run like a bulky Corviknight of my own right now, just because that's able to actually take the Earthquake because it's flying typing. Mold Breaker doesn't matter, and what I can do is actually run U-turn on you as well. I've never run U-turn Corviknight. I'm excited for this actually, because that could just be more momentum into these two Pokemon, which can get the cycle started very easily. So let's run U-turn, Brave Bird, Defog, and Roost. I'm going to run the exact same EV spread, but I'm going to stick with U-turn over something like Bulk Up, because I feel as though the momentum is going to be a lot more valuable than setup in this team. So let's go ahead and run minus special attack with the 4 and Spidef. Put Leftovers on here, and that is a great defensive start, because that's able to sponge all the ground type hits that these two don't want to take, while also keeping hazards off our side of the field. Now, I definitely want hazards of our own, like I mentioned. I still really like the idea of Ferrothorn checking Gyarados. Any other good bets? I think Ferrothorn is just the best option. Double Steel would definitely be kind of a bad thing because I don't have any fire resists yet. I could just add one later. Like, I could add Rotom Wash, just not for the Defog, because it doesn't even get that anymore, but just for the fire resist mainly. Do I want to add, like, Ferrothorn plus Rotom Wash? Does that seem like the smartest option right now? If I were to do that, what would I need as the last Pokemon? Probably just another offensive member, right? Darmanitan's only providing my speed right now. I definitely want something else. So either another Choice Scarf, but honestly half the team being choiced seems kind of bad, so let's not do that. I think I will go with Ferrothorn for hazards, but we'll figure out what to do with the offensive Pokemon at the end. Let's run Stealth Rocks, and then I guess just dual stab Leech Seed. Gyro Ball, Power Whip, Leech Seed, and we need Max Fizdef to be able to actually take on Gyarados, no questions about that. And then we will run minus speed just to be able to min speed out on our Gyro Balls, make sure those are as strong as possible, put Leftovers on you as well. And then I guess because we have such a fire weakness going on, we have 3 Pokemon that are weak to it, and Toxtricity is not a resist at all. I definitely want my Rotom Wash on this team. That seems smart. Let's go ahead and run Leftovers with Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, and then just dual status like I usually run, Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp. Because speed control could prove to be very valuable, and then just wearing things down with the Will-O-Wisp could be the difference between 2-hit KOs with these guys, so let's go ahead and stick with this right now. This is not a Gyarados check, because it does run Max Overgrowth in combination with Power Whip, so gotta keep that in mind. However, it will help out against opposing Galarian Darmanitan, so that'll be great. One slot left. I definitely want another fast threat. I mean, Dragapult is there. I've been having so much fun with the Dragapult. I could add Ditto, but once again, that would just be half the team being choice locked. I don't want that. If I had a Dugtrio, what I could do is make Ferrothorn spikes, but that would also be a Volt Switch immunity. Do I go for that or Dragapult? I think I ran Dragapult yesterday, although this time I could run the mixed one again, if I really wanted to. You know what, I'm having too much fun with Dragapult, we're doing it again. Dragapult is such a fun Pokemon to use. I mean, speed ties are really scary, obviously, but it's still really nice. Let's go ahead and run this nature. And I believe what I want is 212 in special attack with the nature, well, with the Life Orb, to be able to knock out Spit Ferrothorn with Fire Blast. And then what I'll do is I'll run Dragon Darts here, Thunderbolt, and then for last move, I guess what I can do is just run Shadow Ball. Seems fine enough. So now we have a great breaker with Life Orb Dragapult as well. I want to make sure it is Infiltrator, and yeah, looks good to me. I need 4 EVs and you, don't I, Ferrothorn? Yes, I do. So that is going to be the team. Correct abilities, right? Looks good, so let's get started. Alright, I have a game right here. Unfortunately, we got a Dugtrio immediately, which really sucks for the Toxtricity, but we can still pressure Pokemon like the Mandibuzz. The problem is I'm probably going to have to spam Boomburst rather than clicking Overdrive, which I would rather do. Let me opt to lead off with my Darmanitan here. It doesn't really care about much. I can U-turn out on Rotom Heat, probably bringing in my Rotom Wash, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I see no reason to do anything else right now. They go right for Protect, but I don't think that's going to change my play at all. Let's just go right for the U-turn and just bring in Rotom, right? Safest switch, and they might go right for Overheat, maybe a Will-O-Wisp, but they go right for the Overheat, which makes sense. That did a lot of damage, but it's Leftovers, okay. So maybe they're like max special attack Leftovers, who knows, but I really like the play of going for... They should go Hatrain if I had to guess. I'm going to go for Hydro Pump on the off chance they click Protect again, okay. You see, the thing is, if I win the speed tie, I want to Hydro Pump. If I lose the speed tie, I want to Volt Switch, so it's kind of tricky. I'm going to Volt Switch, as they make the safe play into Hatrain, so I'm able to get that right, which is really going to help me out. I don't know if Dragapult actually kills this. I'm just going to remind myself what this thing's Spit F is like, because I'm like Life Orb, so I'll base 103, yeah, that's not happening. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go right for Boomburst, as they go immediately to Ferrothorn. Okay, so they're not even going to try the Dugtrio. That does so much damage. What I want to do now is get in mine. Just to match their hazards, pressure Pokemon like the Mandibuzz and the Rotom if possible. They have to just go right for Leech Seed, which I really don't mind. And then bring out Hatrain. Safe switch in by them, but that's okay. I think what I'll do is click this. Actually, they might Mystical Fire, so I'll just go for Gyro Ball. As they actually Calm Mind, but I do no damage. Wow. Do I live that? I don't live that. Okay, that's way too strong. Let's bring you out again. And let's just go right for the Sludge Wave. Nah, they go hard Ferrothorn. Okay, that's really horrible. I got a Defog here. Yeah, no other choice. And I think what I have to do is try to break with Galarian Darmanitan this game. That seems to be the only way I'm going to win, so might as well go for that. Thunderbolt does a lot of damage. Do I? No, I have to save the Dynamax for the Darm, I think. I'm just going to Hydro Pump, as they're able to not 2-hit KO me. Wow, okay. So I'm able to knock out the Rotom Heat right there. So they got a high roll and then a very low roll. Interesting. They bring out the Ditto here. I would go Toxtricity, but I think Dragapult is just better because I don't want to get trapped. Yeah, they go for Volt Switch. I figured that play would come out. Now they're going to probably bring out their Mandibuzz. Okay, never mind. What do I do about this? I can easily see myself winning with Scarf Icicle Crash if I get damage on the Ferrothorn. That's the main thing. Against this, though, I think I'm just going to Thunderbolt for damage. That does so much, too. They're able to knock me out with the knockoff, but now what I can do is bring in Galarian Darmanitan and just go right for the Icicle Crash. And they don't really switch into this all that well. If they go Ferrothorn, that's the damage I need for later. In fact, it might be even be worth it to max Flare into that thing. So they give me the Mandibuzz, which is really nice. Then they bring in the Dougie, so I have like no choice but to stay in. A flinch here would be like perfect, but I'm not expecting that. And they have reversal. Okay, I figured they might, but at least I broke the Dougie, so that's going to help out my Toxtricity a lot. Let's bring this in and go right for the U-turn. Yeah, this should be okay. Maybe if I was a setup set, this would be better, but they bring out Pharaoh. I obviously have to go Toxtricity here and bring back Corviknight, I think. Yeah, they go right for that. Let me just U-turn out. As they go to Hatrain, bring you in, go right for the Boomburst. As this comes in, I obviously have to switch out again on the lead sheet. I'm just gonna Brave Bird this time as they go Hatterene again. It takes a good amount, to be honest, and what I can do here is just Brave Bird one more time to knock that out. They might respond with Corviknight, but I would go Ferrothorn. They go to Dougie. Does this even kill? If I Dynamax here, I think that might be better for me, if I Dynamax. I'm gonna Dynamax to make sure I live this hit. Nice, I'm able to take that just fine. Ditto is going to come in now. I think my best play is to get in Toxtricity here. I need to keep this, I think, to beat the Ferrothorn 1v1. Although I don't even know if I do in the first place. Let's bring you out, keep that guy. They Dynamax there. I bring in Toxtricity now and click Overdrive every time. As they actually hard switch in Ferrothorn. I think I Overdrive again. Yeah, that does a lot of damage, and they missed the lead sheet. Wow, I think I just clutched this game. Maybe not, though. Maybe I can get reverse swept by Ditto. I don't think so, though. This is too strong, right? Okay, they get their lead sheet off. I'm gonna go Corviknight, obviously, and just Brave Bird. That doesn't knock it out, but now this should be able to knock it out. Although I think I Boomburst, just in case it's able to get the Oko. The problem is, does Boomburst knock me out? That's the thing. Yeah, I think it comes down to whether Boomburst can Oko me. The game didn't. They got the game. They got the game because how much damage did that do? 82%. That really sucks. Yeah, they're going to be able to win that game. I really regret how I played my early game. I gave them too much momentum with the Dugtrio, but I'll be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. Tough first game, I nearly played that back, but unfortunately I fell just short. I think a big mistake was clicking Stealth Rocks on the Hatterene switch, but I really didn't think they would go hard into it. But they made the good play, I guess, so let's lead off with Toxtricity, or I made the bad play. Probably that, but let's go right for Actually, I'm just gonna Sludge Wave, in case they stay in randomly. Like, they should go out into... Not a lot here, actually, never mind. I could see them staying in, and I want this KO. Hopefully they're not like a random Focus Sash, that would be so bad for me. Because Toxtricity is like a really good Pokemon here. If I really wanted to be safe, I would just Volt Switch out, but... Yeah, maybe that's just better, because even if they stay in, I can just go to like Corviknight. Although Mystical Fire could be annoying, huh? Let's go for Sludge Wave, I don't think they're Focus Sash. And I really don't think they're going hard into their Corviknight on a Toxtricity, right? That wouldn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, I just want to get this thing out of the way if possible. I don't want it doing too much work, but... Let's see, are they going to click a move or not? They already DC'd. 30 seconds left on timer. I would take the win here, like 3 points back from the last game, but... I kind of want to see what they do here. This turn 1 is an interesting scenario. 20 seconds? Okay. Yeah, like everybody dies, and you really should not go Corviknight, right? That's your response to... Okay, they could go Corviknight if they really wanted to. It's not really that good against a lot of stuff. Let's see. 5 seconds. They did come back. Okay. Cool. Let's see what they do. And they stay in and I knock them out. Okay, yeah. I really think you should have gone Corviknight. It's not that great this game, now that I looked at my team. Who comes in now? Cinderace comes in. Cinderace probably has like Banded Pyro Ball or something. I'm gonna go to Rotom. As they're going to go right for Pyro Ball. I don't think that's banded, but it did an okay amount. Let's go for Volt Switch. See what they try to do here. Maybe they withdraw into Corviknight, okay. Hello. And at this point, I think I'd just click Overdrive and mess something up. Yeah, that'll die. Okay. This cord is going to do a lot of work. I think I have to attack this. Yeah, because it's obviously just going to Shell Smash. That's what this guy's clearly going for. This is going to click Stored Power here, so I'll go to Pharaoh. As they actually have Psychic. Just Gyro Ball. Wow, that is a really strong Pokemon, huh? Who lives? I feel like you live. Yeah, I'll go to you. I'm going to Dynamax just to make sure. I don't want to die here. There's actually no point to just losing to this. Yeah, I mean, they crit me too. I would have died had I not Dynamaxed. So I'm able to knock that Pokemon out, and I think that's going to really put me ahead here. Because they have Phalanx, right? But Phalanx can't outspeed me right now. This I can just attack, I'm thinking. They're just good. They're Scarf. Okay, that's good to know. Knowing their Scarf makes me want to go Dragapult here. So let's do that and just click Dragon Darts. Catches basically whatever coming in. They actually opt to stay in. It looks like I'll live the next one, which is nice for me because we'll double down and that's really good. I think I'll live Aqua Jet too, so I can just Thunderbolt. Yeah, the double down is actually what I want, so. Now they're gonna go to Phalanx and try to sweep, right? I think I just go to Toxtricity. And just... What's their last? Cinderace? I have Rotom. Let's just Overdrive here. Yep, they do that, but this is way too strong, man. Even with those boosts, it wasn't going to win the game. And I should be able to live this hit right now and wrap things up. They'd actually tried to Dynamax, but I think Rotom would have taken a knot either way. That's going to do nothing. And yeah, I'm able to go ahead and wrap this game up, so I will be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. This guy's got some really standard stuff, and then he's just got these two things at the front, Galarian, Rapidash, and Flapple. I'm actually curious as to what Flapple does. I know it gets a Dragon Dance, so gotta watch out for that. Dragapult looks amazing right here. What I want to do is lead off with my... Let's lead Darm, as they lead off with their Rapidash. This thing could be Choice Scarf. They run Choice Scarf, Galarian, Rapidash. I don't actually know what coverage this gets. Like, does it get fire moves for Ferrothorn? I'm just going to U-turn. As they go to the Corsola, I'm able to get out of there just fine. And this allows me to just bring in Dragapult, which I love. Just going to make the safe Shadow Ball play initially. Okay. Should be very obvious I have this. I'm going to go for it anyways. They go to Hydreigon. Do I risk them being Scarf? Absolutely not. This thing is way too valuable. Let's go to Corviknight here on probably Dark Pulse or Draco Meteor. I guess they could U-turn if they really want to, but... Look, I feel like if they were Scarf, they would have clicked their move by now. I still think it's the correct play to go Corviknight, though. I don't think I risk Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is my response to Galarian Rapidash and maybe even the Flapple, so... Let's go to Corviknight, as they actually go to Galarian Rapidash, okay. So really odd maneuvers, but... I can just U-turn out here, as they go right for SD, but I think that Dragapult should be able to come in and just do some work. I'm actually going to Dynamax early this game, is what I'm thinking. Oh, they Dynamaxed as well. I thought I would kill though, but they had the Cassib Berry. Okay, that's horrible. Let's go to you. Just knock you out with Flare Blitz. Yeah, that Cassib Berry actually saved them right there. I thought it would die, but then... That's really random. I just lost my best Pokemon out of that. They switch out into the Galarian Corsola. I get, like, Cursed Bodied every time. Let's go to... Like, who do I guess I could break this with Toxtricity now. They tried to Wisp under terrain. Maybe tried to catch Rotom or something, or Corviknight. That's all I could think of. I'm just going to Volt Switch into Darm. As they Strength Sap. Okay. Yeah, I think I just lost to Galarian Corsola. Maybe I can get up rocks and Leech Seeded here. Let's get up my rocks. Makes the Rapidash is very low when it comes in, but... Yeah, that Cassib Berry, like, actually might just straight up win in the game. That's insane. Let's go to Corviknight. Drain Punch does way too much. Jeez. Yeah, why is that so strong? Okay, but I can bring this in now, and I think this can maybe break through. Let's go for Overdrive. I gotta hope Toxtricity can break through. So they sack the Galarian Corsola to get in the Rapidash to get in the Corsola, maybe. Although I would probably go to, like, Hydreigon or Flapple. They go to Flapple. I don't know what this does. I'm just gonna hope that Pharaoh can take it on. As they go for U-turn. So I could have just stayed in. Because, yeah, now Conk is coming in, and this is gonna mess something up. Let's go to you. As they Drain Punch for quite a bit, but not too much. I can just Hydro Pump here. If I hit, I knock them out. I wasn't gonna hit anyway, but I can just Thunder Wave now. As they actually go for Grav Apple and miss. That looked like a Grass type move, so kinda lucky. I'm just gonna get out of here now and go to this guy. As they get full paired, beautiful. Let's just Gyro Ball. I think I have to keep Toxtricity just to break through they go Hydreigon. Just to break through the Corsola. What do I do here? If I knock this out, I can actually do a lot of work with Toxtricity. The problem is, I don't think I can afford to take a Fire type. Actually, what is this doing for me? Let's just Gyro Ball. As they go for Dark Pulse, so yeah. Looking at the matchup, like, it's not breaking through Corsola. They go to Conk here. I think I just sack off my Rotom to get you back in. And go right for Overdrive. As they sack the Flapple to get in Galarian Corsola, okay. I'll just Overdrive you. That's doing 65, and I get Cursed Bodied every single time. Why? Okay, I can still get out of here, though, and go Pharaoh. As they go to theirs. I'll click Lead Sheet. I think this might be a long exchange, but... hey, we might have to do it. Maybe I can catch them going Conkeldurr. They sack off that. Okay, I think I win. Because this comes in here. I think if I sack this, then go Toxtricity, assuming I knock them out, I should be able to 2-hit KO Pharaoh, and Galarian Darmanitan checks Ferrothorn. That's what I'm going to go for here. So they get a good amount of health back. I now bring this in. I click Overdrive. Or do I Boomburst? How much stronger? I guess I just Boomburst, right? Because even with Stab, this is stronger. This goes from 80 up to 120. This is 140. So, yeah, let's click Boomburst here. They have to try to switch out. But yeah, it gets 2-hit KO'd like I thought it would. And I should live 1 Guts boosted Mach Punch from 45. I really doubt that kills. Yep, so I killed there, and I'm pretty sure I live this. Yep, we are able to take the Mach Punch, and that is going to be a GG. So I really thought I lost after that Cassib Berry, but I'll be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. My opponent does have the Excadrill, which is very scary because that is a decent Toxtricity switch in. They also have Corviknight, which is a little bit problematic for Galarian Darmanitan if it's very Fizz-Def, but we'll see. I think I want to lead off with... Rotom Wash seems fine initially, but if they lead off with the Drill, which a lot of people do, that could be bad. I do have a Corviknight, so let's lead Rotom, as they lead Galarian Darm. Perfect. Because now they're going to U-turn, right? Who would they bring in on this? Probably Hatterene, in case I click Will-O-Wisp, so I'm going to Volt Switch out. I really wouldn't agree with the Drill play right now, like... I could Wisp or Hydro Pump easily. Yeah, they go Hatterene. So now I'm able to get out of here. And this allows me to bring in really anything. I think Toxtricity is just the best bet though. And I'm going to go for Boomburst just in case Hard Drill is the play they opt to make here. I don't think you should leave in Hatterene. Like, that would give me rocks later in the game too. Maybe I should just Sludge Wave because I have a Corviknight in the back. Yeah, I'm going to Sludge Wave. They go Corviknight of their own. That's okay. Boomburst wouldn't have done too much there anyway. And what I can do here is bring in Rotom. I don't know if they would have U-turn on theirs, but if they do, this could be a problematic situation. They go right for the Brave Bird. That is completely fine. I'm going to Hydro Pump this time, in case they go Hard Drill. Yep, they go Hard Drill. Please hit. This would be huge if I do. Nice. I bring them down to Sash, and I can just get in Corviknight now to U-turn out. This might be the Rocker. They tried Earthquake, though, which I'm not going to stand on. And now what I can just do is just U-turn out. I'm so glad I Hydro Pumped that time. As they go to Dragapult. Could be Choice Scarf. Kind of makes me hesitant to go Galarian Darm. Although, did we see... No, we haven't seen an item on this yet. It just came out. Let's do it. Let's go to you and just click. I'm just going to U-turn out, actually. If they stay in, that's so bad. If they go Pex, so what do I do in that situation? Like, if they go Pex and I U-turn, I get in Toxtricity and I basically get a kill with Boomburst, which is what I'm trying to go for. I don't think they're going to let that happen, so I'm going to Icicle Crash. Would they let that happen? That would be such a good position for me, but... I would have to predict again, because they have the Drill and the Corviknight still alive. I'm going to U-turn. As they go to Pex, perfect. So now at least I can make this prediction here. I think their best play is to sack off a Drill, but they might go hard Corviknight, who knows. I'm just going to Boomburst. I would go hard Drill. Yeah, they sack off Drill. And I'm able to get rid of that perfect. Let's see who comes in now. Dragapult comes right back in, so they know I'm locked in basically. Because Drill is dead, Corviknight's value is a lot less here. It still does help out against Hatterene, but that probably has Mystical Fire. I would love to be able to defog Toxic Spikes away though, that would be really valuable. What is Rotom's value this game? It still checks Galarian Darmanitan somewhat, so let's go Corviknight as a wow. Okay, Spec Shadow Ball, huh? Yeah, I guess I'll just give them this. I could also choose to Dynamax, but I feel like I save it for my Dragapult. Yeah, Dragapult, if I Dynamax that later, should just do a lot of work. Or even Darm. I feel like Darm might even be better to Dynamax this game. Yeah, I'll just give them this. As much as I don't want to. You know what, I said later, let's do it right now. Let's hit this guy up with the Max Hailstorm. As Corviknight comes in, takes a ton of damage from that. They might go Toxapex here. I honestly do not care though, I just want this being weak, don't I? Let's just go for Hailstorm again, no point in risking it roosting up. Yeah, they do go Pex, pretty obvious play. Let's just max Quake now. I think, like, there's no reason not for me to predict right now, right? Yeah, I just attack that. As they go right for Scald. They thankfully don't burn me, so that's really nice. And yeah, same thing, I just attack what's in front of me. And keep all of these guys low. They go back to Corviknight. Doesn't really... Oh, banned, right. Okay, had I remembered that, like, I was still in the Dynamax mindset. What was that play? I really need to start getting in my Toxtricity, which I think now is one of the times I can do that, to just get a kill with Overdrive. Gotta keep Rotom for the Darm. Although I think it might only switch in one more time, so that's a bit scary too. Let's see though. They sack off the Hatterene, okay? To get in Dragapult, right? That's the only option. I guess they could go Darm if they really want to, but that just gives me Rotom. I guess a good maneuver would be going Darm, clicking U-turn on the Rotom, then getting in Dragapult for a kill. That would be smart. Now, do I call that, is the thing? Absolutely not, no way. I think Toxtricity is my only way of breaking through Pex at this point, so... Although Pex is low. Yeah, they go for U-turn. I could have just stayed in there and gotten a kill, but it's okay. Dragapult comes in. This was the maneuver I was predicting. Worst case, I'll just go for the tie, but I'll go to you first. And honestly, it is in my best interest to get up rocks now. They once shouldn't stay in here because this is their win con. They should go Corviknight. Okay, I guess that makes sense too. Although they click Phantasm, do you not have a fire move? I guess they don't have a fire move. This kills, right? Even through that? I want to say this will just knock it out. This is insanely strong. Well, speed tie time. If I lose this tie, I probably lose the game. Yeah, I just lost. Wow, I really thought that would kill. Was that a roll? Like, jeez. Okay, I live there. I don't think it's going to help me at all. I can go to you. Yeah, because I can't come in on Pex right now. Pex just comes in and messes me up, I think. Okay, maybe I'm checking out too early. They go to Darm. If I T-Wave this, I can win. Which they're going to let me do. I think I sweep with Overdrive now. I don't think Corviknight has the speed. Yeah, there's no way they're Max Jolly Corviknight like me, right? Come on through, come through Toxtricity. Overdrive might sweep if they're not Max Speed Corviknight. I don't know why they'll let me T-Wave that right there. That'll kill, come on, don't be Max Speed Jolly. That's all I need. Don't have it. They're not Max Speed Jolly, I actually won this. Man, I really thought I lost after the Dragapult. It's always Dragapult, like first it was the Cassib Berry with my Dragapult, then it's theirs. But yeah, that is going to be a GG, Toxtricity, the clutch Pokemon here. That was a horrible play, letting... I think had they just gone Toxapex and spammed Scald on the Rotom, they would have been fine, but... Yeah, this is great. That's why you run Absolute Max Corviknight, I guess, for modest Toxtricity at 3%. But yeah, there's nothing they can do right here. That is going to be the game. I will be right back. Okay, I have another game right here. This guy has the Indeedee. That thing doesn't get Magic Bounce, right? I don't want to make that mistake again. Inner Focus, Synchronized Psychic Surge. Okay, no Magic Bounce there. They're very weak to my... Wow, Hawlucha destroys this team. I just realized I do have Bulky Corviknight, though. Maybe that can take one, but probably not an Electric Train boosted Thunder Punch at +1. That's not happening. Let me lead off with my Ferrothorn. As they lead Gengar... I don't know if this can OHKO me with anything. It could Nasty Plot up, I guess, but let's just go for Rocks. Although, if they Dynamax, then Gyro Balls, yeah, I'm just gonna go for Rocks. Okay, I take Focus Blast. Okay. Not too well. I don't really know what that item tells me, but because they can Dynamax, I really don't want to switch out anyway. Let's just hope this guy's not insanely lucky and hit 2 in a row. They opt to switch out into theirs, okay. Good play, I definitely agree with that. Let's go to my Dragapult here on the Spike. Really offensive play by my end, but I figured they wouldn't click the attack there. They would just go for their own hazard to match mine. Just gonna Fire Blast here as this guy comes in. Let's go right for Thunderbolt. And see what sort of damage I can do to this thing. Would they double back to Spiky Boy or not? Hex. Peck, Spiky Boy, but then no nickname on the Gengar. Interesting. What's the difference between the Indeedys, by the way? So that's data Indeedee-M. Why is it still giving me the female one? I guess there's no difference if that's the case, or maybe they just don't give me both, I don't know. But I don't want to go into the builder right now to check, so let's just go off this. I mean, they have the female one anyway, so I can just use this, but I was curious. Let's see, what are they thinking so hard about? Are they worried about me Dynamaxing here and just blowing their Pecks away? I don't think this would kill. Like, it goes from 90 to 130. That's not that much stronger. Like, this will do around 45 right now. If they don't recover it up, then I can go for a kill the next turn, but... Look, if I wanted to switch out right here, it would be Toxtricity, but I don't really want them getting pressured by Spikes and potentially a Scald Burn right now. That would be really annoying. Especially when they have such a safe switch in Ferrothorn. Although I could just Volt Switch out and then bring this guy back in. That would just put me in this position though, and that's no good. Let's just go for Thunderbolt and see what happens. I wonder what this guy's thinking so hard about. Don't you just click either Recover or... Yeah, I go for the T-Bolt. Do they just recover it off? No, they go for a T-Spike. I think I can Dragon Darts here. As I catch Ditto coming in. I don't know why they made that play, but I'm glad I clicked Dragon Darts. I like how that he still took 2 hits to knock them out, by the way. This thing is either Dynamax or Choice Scarf if they brought it in like that. Either way, I think I just want to switch in my Ferrothorn. Yeah, I think it's Choice Scarf. If that's the case, I can go Toxtricity here, but if they Dynamax, I don't know if I take them on at all. Whatever. Let's try. Like, I think the only way they would knock me out is if they're Dynamax with the Psychic move. Let's go for Volt Switch. I think they're going Ferrothorn. They actually just give me Gengar. Okay, I'll take it. Like, I need to keep my Toxtricity for the Pecks at this point, but still, that's great. And I still have a bulky Corviknight for the Hawlucha, so I'm not super concerned about anything right now. In fact, like, Darm is such a free play right now. What is Indeedee's defense? 65, okay. Yeah, that's not very great. Best case if you just go to Hawlucha and die, that would be like perfect, but I'm not anticipating they make a play like that. I mean, they really shouldn't, but you never know. A good play would be on Hawlucha baiting my move to recover off the Toxapex right now, but I think if Hawlucha comes out, I just U-turn no matter what, because even if they stay in, I have the Corviknight at the end of the day. And I don't want Toxapex getting all the way back up to full, that would be like really annoying. Like, right now it's coming back in at what? Like, it got 33% back from regen, so it would come in without rocks at, like, 72, and then they take rocks down to 60. I'm okay with that percentage, but... Because that'll help out Dragapult, right? Dragapult with Max Lightning might actually be able to kill. This guy's really debating about this turn again. Like, I think these turns are pretty easy. You just go Hawlucha, try to bait my move, or you go Ferrothorn and force my Flare Blitz. Like, I think no matter what, you go out into something, then try to get in Toxapex, hoping I don't U-turn. That's, I think, the play here. But maybe there's something I'm missing, who knows. Hopefully they don't time out, I'm actually curious, but I think I'm in the more commanding position right now no matter what happens. Because Dragapult at this point just destroys their team, so I don't know what they want to do. Are they really not going to pick a move? Come on, dude. You gotta play. There we go. So with this thing on the field, I think if I Flare Blitz and they go Pecks, I can get in my Toxtricity on the recover. Because they would recover, right? Or actually, I could just Dynamax an Earthquake. Yeah, that's actually... I made up my mind here. Let's go for Flare Blitz. If the Pecks comes in, I will Dynamax this. That seems fair enough. Yep, and they just give it to me. Okay, so I knock that out. I'm not trying to overpredict. I forgot I still had that in as an option. So here I can just Max Quake. Ooh, cool play. I mean, you're not fast enough. Unless you're Choice Scarf, but I think... No, I got the speed, okay. So I can just Max Quake again. Or I guess Hailstorm is okay. Hawlucha comes in, gets the Psychic Seed. I think I just Max this thing again. They should attack here. Yep, they go right for Max Airstream. I'm under the impression Corviknight can take this on. But you never actually know. It's a Dynamax after all. We saw the other Dynamax just straight up eat my... Okay, I think I'm fine. Because once this runs out, I think the Rotom can take this hit. So maybe we're good to go. Okay, they're at +2, but I got rid of their thing. I gotta hope Rotom can live one. I'm max Fizz Def. Come on, Rotom. Nice, okay. Now Toxtricity can come in and just knock out the Toxapex. Wow, Fizz Def Rotom's so good. Nice, let's just click Overdrive and call that a GG. I believe, yeah. That's going to be the game right there, so I will be right back. Alright, I have another game right here. This player has a Kingler, which is very interesting. They also have Clefable, which might be their lead, so I'm going to lead off with my... Oh, if they lead Drill, that's just going to be bad. So let's lead Pharaoh. As they lead with the Rapidash, that's okay. Allows me to just Gyro Ball. I don't think this thing can touch me. They just give it to me turn 1, trying to Agility up. Okay. What is this? Why did that happen? What are you doing, dude? I'm like not even that low on the ladder right now. I'm like top 500. That's what's confusing me. Let's go into Corviknight as they sub up. I know I just went from one Fire Weak to the other, by the way. I think Corviknight should take 2. At least this way I can just get the slow U-turn. They go for DD. Okay. Okay then. It's not that serious. What do I even do to this? I guess because they're DD, Ferrothorn should be able to take it on. Let's Gyro Ball. There's no way you're sub DD, Fire move, Dragon move, right? That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, I just spammed Gyro Ball. Is this team literally just set up and try to win, like over and over again? Yeah, now that I've seen DD, I don't think they have a Fire move on the set. In fact, I could just take the turn to get a Brox. Like, they're doing nothing to me with Fizz Def Pharaoh. Yeah, 40%, that's just sad damage. And I can just Gyro Ball now. I think I should still be fine against Kingler, which probably had Superpower or Close Combat anyway, so that's whatever. I'm curious as to what Clef is. They go out into the Dracovish, which I'll just Power Whip on. Doesn't even kill me with Vicious Rend. That's kind of sad. They kill me there. I think the safest way of going about this is going Dragapult and clicking Shadow Ball. Oh, it's Choice Scarf. Okay, that's why it didn't kill me. I thought it was Choice Band. That is so strong still, by the way. We didn't even talk about that. What they can do here is go Kingler, which I carry Thunderbolt, so like I can Thunderbolt this and just knock it out, yeah. And then against these last guys, I just gotta keep Toxtricity for the Clef. I think they're gonna go to like the Drill first. So I'll go to Pharaoh. No, they go to Clef. I'll just Crash. I miss. Perfect start. Okay, I'm gonna Dynamax for the HP. Yeah, because I take that just fine. Well, not just fine, but I take it. And now what I can do is Hailstorm through them, and then... I don't think there's a move any sort of drill could lock itself into to beat my team. Yep, out comes this. Are you Choice Scarf? And if so, there's not a move you can lock. Like, my Corviknight will 1v1 any set you have. So they're the Dynamax set, meaning what I can do here is go to this. Just click Hydro Pump. Ideally, Rotom comes through for us right here. They weren't Mold Breaker, right? Yeah, I didn't see Mold Breaker ever go off, so I should be good here. Because once they lose their Dynamax... Okay, yeah, the game did end right there. Did Hydro Pump just straight up kill? Wow, that also ate it up. Okay, that is going to be the game. I will be right back. Oh lord, I have another game right here. Might end up being the last. My opponent obviously has a Sticky Webs team. What I want to do right now is lead off with my Corviknight against their Ibombi and just Brave Bird through this thing right away. Looks like a pretty standard Sticky Webs. I definitely want to try Dracozolt. I'm going to go right for Brave Bird and then follow it up with a U-turn just to be able to get out of here. And then they might switch out, preserve this, go out into perhaps their own Corviknight, maybe even the Dracozolt here, but I don't really fear any of those plays. The reason being, if they go Dracozolt, I can go out into my Darmanitan. If they went Corviknight, I could just pressure with Toxtricity, so that was my mindset there. They just attack me, which is okay. What I can do here is bring in... I need a Defog. Who actually gives me an advantageous position, huh? I guess what I can do here is go to Rotom, and then when Drill comes in, I can go hard Corviknight and try to Defog. If they go to Dracozolt, that would be a bigger issue. Let's see what they do. They should double out, but they just make the passive Earthquake. I don't think that was a good play, because now I can Defog everything. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. They should have always made a double there. And now what I can do is U-turn out into you. Just hit him up with an Icicle... Actually, I'm gonna Blitz. Yeah, let's go for Blitz, just in case Aegislash comes in. Also, it catches Corviknight quite nicely. And because they give me the drill, because of Dynamax, even had they gone out into a resist, like the Dragapult or Dracozolt, I could just Dynamax and switch up my moves. For example, right now, if I just go for Max Hailstorm, they are a very dead Pokemon. Unless they Dynamax as well. Which they didn't, so yeah. Looks like we will get another game after this, because that was pretty quick. Dragapult comes in. I'm obviously just going to attack again. They should finally Dynamax themselves. Would Max Flare kill me? I don't think it does. So, it did. What do I do now? Do I go Toxtricity and try to knock it out with that? I don't hit it very hard with that Pokemon. I could try to Thunder Wave it. You can Thunder Wave a Dynamax, right? I'm not being dumb. I think the play is just try to Thunder Wave it and then put it on a timer for... I mean, give my Dragapult speed control versus it. That seems to be the best course of action. Yeah, I'm going to try that here. Let's go right for T-Wave. I have to hit this or else I lose. Nice. Okay, now Dragapult, once this Dynamax wears off this turn, can actually hit it very hard with a Shadow Ball, and we should be good here. Nice, I got the speed control I needed. Let's go right for Shadow Ball. Mess something up right now. So that'll knock that out. They have to go out into Aegislash and Shadow Sneak here. But I think no matter what, they lost to my Toxtricity at this point. They have Shadow Sneak, right? They don't even have Shadow Sneak. That nearly just straight up died. Let's kill it with Iron Barbs. And they're going to go ahead and run from the game. I'll be right back. Alright, this will be the final game right here. My opponent does have the Grimmsnarl. Could be dual screens, but I highly doubt it. This team doesn't look offensive enough. They're very weak to Icicle Crash from my good Galarian Darmanitan. Corviknight's probably my best lead right now, as they lead with the Darm. Brave Bird is kind of free click, but if they Dynamax Max Flare, that would be really bad. I think the question is, what do I need Corviknight for in this game? It helps out against Grimmsnarl and Conkeldurr, but Conkeldurr might have Thunder Punch anyway, so I'm just gonna Brave Bird. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna stay in when I could have Body Press or Iron Head. I'm just gonna U-turn this turn. I don't think they should stay in. Yeah, they go for U-turn. So this way I get the momentum. They're probably going to go Seismitoad, right? And that gives me actually a pretty good position right now, because I can choose to go out into Dragapult, pressure with that, Darmanitan, pressure with that, or the play that I want to make is Ferrothorn to get up rocks, because they don't have... I guess they have Court Change, which is kind of annoying here. I'll just Power Whip, as they go right for Protect. What I could have done was gotten up rocks there, then brought out my... something that could take on the Cinderace, but unfortunately I didn't recognize that Protect is an option. They go a hard Conk, which is interesting. I think I have to go Corviknight here. I could see Knockoff coming out, because that actually catches Dragapult. But no, they just Drain Punch, okay. Cool. I'm just gonna go for U-turn again. How do I break this cycle? Because they're gonna go back to Toad, and I have to do something else. I don't know why you would ever stay in. What? They could just click Drain Punch again. I think that Rimwind can kill this because it's offensive, but... I'm gonna click Phantasm. It's the same power, and it also hits the Grimmsnarl. Yep. Did nothing, though. That's actually really bad. Let's click Flare here. See what they do. Maybe play rough or... Darkest Lariat. Either way. This thing could have Sucker Punch. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so they're going to obviously Sucker Punch again. I think I keep this. And go out into my Pharaoh here. Yeah, they try to Sucker Punch again. I don't think they're going to go out into the Cinderace and try to take advantage of Court Change, but I still don't think it's worth the risk. I'm just going to attack with Power Whip here. Yeah, I don't want Court Change getting hazards on my side of the field. That's a losing play from this position. Especially since Dragapult would only have one attack in it left, which would be really bad. So now they go Conk and just mess me up again, huh? Alright, I'm gonna make this play. I think I have to eventually pressure with Toxtricity, and giving it too much Drain Punch recovery is gonna be such a big problem. Okay, they got me there. You could say, I mean, that was probably a bad play in hindsight, but... Yeah, their team was super weak to Boomburst. What was I doing? Okay, at least what I can do now is bring this in and just get a kill with Brave Bird, essentially. No, they're gonna switch out this time, 100%. I don't think they're staying in with Conk again. Yeah, they finally pivoted out. And now I can start getting kills with Icicle Crash. Or I guess Earthquake. Yeah, Earthquake is probably better here. Although this thing's defense is like really bad, right? Toxtricity. If I lose Darm, I lose the game, so I have to figure out what I want to do. I think Crash is going to kill, so I'm going to go for that here. Yeah, because it would have 2-hit KO'd Seismitoad, I think, but now there's no possibility of that. What are they doing to me? I'm just going to click it again. Like, I don't know what to do about that. That's, like, even with Protect, I think... Okay, never mind. Although they can just Protect now and stall me out. I guess what this does give me is my Ferrothorn to get up rocks. Since they got rocks up, but I basically have to do the same because Cinderace cannot core change rocks when they're both up. Yeah, I really regret how I played that Toxtricity turn. Like, that was really bad, but that Icicle Crash miss is also pretty big. They go to this. I do have a Rotom Wash. But yeah, like, Rotom Wash would actually have such a good matchup now, too. Because that would be taking rocks. Seismitoad would be out of the picture, basically, at this point. Whatever. Let's try to win. Let's see what they do, because if this takes too much damage, I could just straight up lose to Galarian Darm. I think in order to win this, I'm going to have to win a speed tie. They go right for Pyro Ball. I'm going to double to Pharaoh here. Yep. And now what I can do is click Power Whip. And I have a good sack at the end of the day, so I'm not super concerned. Yeah, I always Power Whip, right? Because either I get good damage on Cinderace, which I can just switch into, or... Yeah, it is heavy duty boots like I thought it would be. What I can do here is go Rotom. They might U-turn this time. No, they go for High Jump Kick. Does absolutely nothing. I think I go back to Pharaoh again. They're going to make that safe pivot. I see it. Yeah, I see that safe pivot play coming out. And I'm trying to set up my Darm. The problem with this Darm setup is they have Mach Punch. And that might just mess me up here. I need Dragapult around. Yeah, if Dragapult dies, I lose. I gotta hope they choke and give me a Conkeldurr with Dragapult. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with Toxtricity risking right there. That was such a bad play on my end, but... Maybe it's possible? Okay, I need to hit this right now. I do. I get decent damage off. They can just knock me out now with 2 Pyro Balls. I think what I do is I sack off Corviknight? No, Corviknight might take 1 from Conk. I'm gonna go Rotom again as they Pyro Ball. I guess I'll Volt Switch, like it doesn't even matter. They should just knock me out here. Yeah. Then I bring you in. Like, now I have to get this play right too. Like I could just Earthquake here, had that Seismitoad, had the other Icicle Crash on it. I'm gonna Crash. I don't think they're gonna risk this right now. I think they're gonna go Toad. Oh, they have Sucker Punch anyway, okay. So that means I only have 1 more switch in with this guy. They could just go to Conk here. If I go hard Dragapult and they attack, I lose the game automatically. If I Icicle Crash and I stand, I lose the game automatically. I'm gonna predict the Mach Punch, I think. Oh, they just Max Quaked anyway. I think that was a good play because no matter what, they take the hit. I guess I hope that this kills, which I don't think it does. What if I Roost it up? No, I think the play is Brave Bird, then hope that I can flinch their team down. Oh, that did absolutely nothing, huh? Yeah, and they get an attack boost. I guess what I can do is go with this now because they have no priority, right? But like all they need to do here is switch out, then come back in, and the game is theirs. My hope here is if they stay and sack this, then I can flinch their team down. But if they switch out, I lose. Man, yeah, this game was not my best one. Like the first one, I just made 1 bad misplay. First one, I clicked Rocks into Hattrain. This time, okay, they click Max Guard. Does that lower their Dynamax? Yeah, and now they can just Mach Punch. So that is a GG. Nothing I can do there. I'm going to go ahead and X out of the game. That is going to be the live. So unfortunately, I think we went 6-2 because it was 8 games, right? So not bad, but I feel as though the 2 losses were really silly. But I still had a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed. You can find the team down below in the description, like I mentioned, and I will see you next time. Later.